Visit the WOCA website at www.woca.com. Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.
It is 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning, February 19th, 2015.
Yeah.
Boy, it got here quick, didn't it?
Sure did. Real quick.
This is the day that we pick the one name from the box. The one person will get 2 tickets to the Daytona 500.
Exactly.
Holy mackerel, that's exciting stuff.
Yep.
34 degrees right now. That's cold stuff.
It is cold.
34 degrees right now. Tonight, it's going to be colder.
Wow.
Tonight, colder. And then tomorrow night, really kind of the same. But guess what? On Sunday, the Daytona 500 day, 80 degrees, the expected high.
Wow.
Not bad.
No.
Not
really
bad.
good.
Partly cloudy skies, 80 degrees for the Daytona 500. So it's nature, whatever, is going to behave. A lot of times on the Daytona 500 day, it rains.
Yeah.
Right? This year, everybody was afraid it was going to be freezing cold. But no, it's going to be freezing cold tonight.
Yep.
And it sort of kind of was this morning. I don't know if it got to freezing this morning. I don't think it did. So I don't think it got as cold as they said. Well, maybe that means tonight won't be as cold as they are saying. But
No, we'll see. Mother Nature has a mind of her
Mother
own.
Nature does have a mind of her own.
Yes, she does.
How come feminists don't mind when you say Mother Nature, but they hate when you say God is the Father? Is the Father?
Yeah, exactly.
They don't like to say that. They say Mother Nature.
No. And then they say, well, God is a woman. So it's like, okay.
Well, some women are gods.
Strange.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. I'm just teasing.
They are.
I don't believe this. I'm sorry. I'm just having fun. It's Thursday. I'm a day away from my fun day.
Fun day.
We're gonna have some fun. Actually, I do have some fun stuff today. Well, first at 7:35, it's just stuff. It's just news. And do you know Paul Harvey used to do this thing, and he called it news and commentary. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
And I love those two things put together because it means you're going to deliver the news and you're going to offer, some commentary. And the talking heads are typically the commentarians. Commentators.
That's right.
Commentarians. The commentarians.
I like the new words you just called.
I'm an uncommentarian.
Yes, you are.
But anyway, so I don't, I have opinions on everything that we read in the news pretty much. And so do you out there. And I thought, why don't we just open up the phone lines and just kind of tell some stories that are in the news. There's one about the testings in the state of Florida. I don't know how hot of a topic that is, but Education Commissioner Pam Stewart has some recommendations. I'll tell you about them. And then the president is always on the hot seat for saying we shouldn't be profiling people because of their religion. And a lot of people are opposed to that sentiment, are opposed to that position. I'm really not opposed to that position. I mean, not in and of itself. I mean, I know we have to look at people who are doing bad things and figure out how we can identify them. But,
that's right.
But I don't think, I don't think a label satisfies it because you have so many people with that same label that are doing good things, It's kind of crazy.
Exactly.
We live in a crazy world. But I want the phone lines, I'm going to keep them open. I'm going to try to... just if I see the line lit up, I'm just going to go to it and kind of stop short of whatever I'm saying, unless it's Well, we'll see. I don't want to commit to anything. But 7:35, we'll just kind of do those two stories.
Okay.
8:35, that's when we don't do commentary.
No.
Oh, except for once in a little while.
Yep.
I think you're more guilty of it than me.
I
though.
know. I am guilty.
News Bites is what that segment is called. We don't really read full stories. We read the abbreviated stories, but you get the idea of what's going on in the world, and we get about 20 to 25 stories each day. Today on Veterans News, today's Thursday, Veterans News will be a full hour. Gary Pascal and Hank Whittier Gary has been the host lately because Hank's wife has been sick, and but I hear she's doing much better. Hank's wife, by the way, is Vivian. Vivian, if you're listening, Hank, if you're listening, our prayers have been nonstop for you guys.
Yes, they have.
But anyway, it's a full hour today on Veterans News, and the guest is Dr.
Dr. Knapp.
Dr. Knapp.
Yep.
What is his first name? Do we know his first name?
I don't know.
It's funny. We know all their first names. We don't know Dr. Knapp's first name.
I know. He's always been referred to as Dr. Knapp.
It's the way it is.
Always.
Sometimes I need a nap doctor.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sure he gets that all the time. But anyway, so it's a special show. I honestly don't know what the doctor plans on talking about today.
No.
So, but it's a full hour show. Dr. Knapp, and I'm sure he's going to give information specifically for veterans. But I think all of us humans can benefit from listening to a doctor talk about our health.
Probably.
So it's always fun to have them in the studio, and a full hour is always nice. Robert L. Colin is coming on at 10:05. He's the manager of On Top of the World Communities. They have an event happening on Saturday. It is called the Home Improvement Expo. Sounds like a fun event. That's a fun event, huh?
Yeah, very fun.
That's a positive one. So he'll be on the phone in the studio?
On the phone.
On the phone? Okay.
Yep.
To talk about that. Bob Houck is a gentleman we know well here at WOCA. He was my first boss here at this radio station years and years ago, 1984. He used to own this radio station. And back when he owned it, and even after he left, he used to do a segment called Marion Memories.
Yes.
In which I would, it wasn't just me, the hosts who had this job before me. But Bob Houck was always the guy who wrote the Marion Memories questions. What they were was just basically trivia questions about Ocala and Marion County, which was kind of cool, things from the past.
Yeah.
Well, I found the file.
Nice.
I'm sure this isn't the whole file. I'm sure this is just a very, very small, because he would bring them in was it once a week?
Once a week.
Once a week he would bring in these questions for the whole week. So there'd be 5 questions a week, I guess, right?
Yes.
Or no, once a month he would bring them in for the whole month.
Oh, okay.
That's how it was, yeah.
Okay.
So I found them, and I said, wow, this is like a gold mine of questions about Marion County.
It is. It's a treasure.
So I wanted to kind of share them with you. I'm not going to ask you to answer them. We'll just go over these questions that he provided and relive some memories. And
nice.
Some of them you might remember because you've lived here a long time, and so have I. Others were before our time. So it's kind of fun to talk about your own community. And gosh, anything that gives you a break from some of the nasty news that you're hearing all the time.
Oh, yeah. You're not kidding.
Kelly Potenza and Dr. Michael Wood are coming into the studio at 11:05. They are the guests of Brittany Marthaler, correct?
Yep.
Brittany is the communications manager at Ocala Health. And Kelly Potenza is a registered nurse. She is a bariatric clinical coordinator. And Dr. Michael Wood is the doctor of physical therapy with Strive Physical Therapy. So they're going to talk about the surgery that can help you lose weight if you need to lose weight, correct?
Yeah,
That's what this is about, right?
Yep, it really is.
Fun with Joe today. Speaking of medical stuff. Are you ready for this?
Medical stuff.
I have a game.
Yes.
Called Alphabetical Disorder.
Oh, okay. That sounds like fun.
So the first disorder I describe starts with the letter A.
Oh, okay.
The second disorder, or you could call it a disease, starts with the letter B. But I didn't want to do alphabetical disease because it didn't have a clever ring to it. So I called it alphabetical disorder.
It's very clever.
Alphabetical disorder. It's a very hard game.
Clever.
So if it becomes way too difficult, then we'll just shift gears. I do have another standby.
Well, that's okay. We like to be taxed, and the listeners love to be taxed because they call it
taxed in that way, maybe.
They are.
Not taxed in the other.
Yeah, not from the government.
See, that was part of yesterday's game, tax and tax.
Yes.
Remember two for one yesterday?
That's right.
That was a fun game.
2 for 1.
I couldn't think of enough of them to do it again today. I'll have to rack my brain and come up with some more.
Well, each day is unique.
Galen, you know, when Galen is on, I wanted to tell you a story. Oh, gosh, I've got so many stories to kind of lead into this, but... You know when you're out with the dog and somebody says, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? How you doing? What are you doing? You stop and chat with somebody on the street.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the dog decides that's the time to go.
Yes.
It's like, hello.
Yep.
And my dog is a pit bull mix. And a veterinarian told me that's why her poop is so large. I guess that's part of the breed.
Oh my gosh, isn't that something?
So like I've been told, but it looks like a human did that.
Yeah.
Like if somebody didn't see
the dog, yeah, they thought, oh my
So
gosh.
the topic with Galen
He's gonna love this.
It's embarrassing things that your dog and or pet have done.
Oh, okay.
Embarrassing things that your pet may have done.
Okay.
And it's not just about pooping in the street, by the way. There are some funny things on this list. And it's from vetstreet.com. It's a website called Vet Street, Veterinarian Street.
Oh, my gosh. Now they're all looking it up.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, you can look it up. It's okay. Okay. Vanilla Ice was arrested.
Oh.
Vanilla Ice is doing a reality TV show down in South Florida.
Yeah, I heard your news this
called
morning.
The Vanilla Ice Project. He says it's all a misunderstanding.
Of course.
Some of the furniture and other items, like a pool heater and some bicycles, were found in his house.
Of course.
Well,
he just happened to be
was
there.
his house? No, the house next door. It wasn't his. It's the house they're redoing on the TV show. So, but they was taken from a house that's being foreclosed on next door. He says it was all a misunderstanding, Ace baby.
Of course.
Ice baby.
Ice baby.
Robert Van Winkle. It's a cool name, actually.
It is.
What's he call himself? Vanilla Ice?
Vanilla Ice. Robert Van Winkle.
All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA. Thank you for tuning in. 34 degrees, by the way. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio. I'm Steve Rappaport. 7 people infected and nearly 200 exposed to a potentially deadly superbug at a Southern California hospital. 2 of those infected died.
Hospital officials apparently notified public health officials after finding the bacteria in one person and tracing it to 2 endoscopes used to look for digestive illnesses. Outbreaks of this bacteria have happened in Pennsylvania, Seattle, and Illinois over the past couple of years. This one at UCLA happened between October and January.
Fox Radio's Jessica Rosenthal.
We are at war with people who have perverted Islam.
President Obama hosting a White House summit on violent extremism.
Republican lawmakers have accused the administration of failing to acknowledge the religious motivations for recent attacks by ISIS.
Fox Radio's John Decker.
Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
Rapper Vanilla Ice charged in Florida with burglary and grand theft. Authorities say he broke into an abandoned home and stole several items. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto.
That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold positions and brash opinions on the topics America is buzzing about. The Five.
How do you think this will set in with the American people?
This will be the pulse of the nation.
Washington insight and political know-how from the best in the Beltway. Special report with Brett Bay.
The epicenter of the political world is here.
The #1 place for fair and balanced coverage. Fox News Channel.
What's wrong with working hard to make our lives and our kids' lives better? Nothing. At Fox Business, we don't have a problem with success. We have a very big problem with those who get in the way of it. We don't come out of the box bashing those who make money, just the politicians stealing it and the bureaucracies wasting it. We're not just sitting behind a desk. We're out in the field, on the floor, with the folks. Because when a story moves forward, so do we.
Fox Business, the power to prosper. Check your local listings.
Let's face it, nowadays it can be hard to find American-made products, and that's something that Cabinet Sales of North Florida is well aware of. That's why they're an authorized dealer of Wellborn Cabinetry, family-owned and American-made since 1961. Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your answer for complete turnkey kitchen remodels and whole house cabinetry. Their cabinets are finished with solvent-based enamels for a long-lasting finish that's second to none. Available in an incredible selection of door styles and colors to choose from to turn your dream kitchen into a reality. In-house design design, and drawing services are available. Come by and see our displays for yourself at the Floors of the Villages, 3935 County Road 216 in Oxford, or Exquisite Design Kitchen and Bath in Bellevue, right across the street from the Bellevue Library. So whether you're looking for bookcases, kitchen, bath, or outdoor kitchen, Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your one-stop source of quality cabinets. For a free estimate, call 352-427-2647. That's 352-427-2647. Cabinet Sales of North Florida.
Are you tired of looking through glasses with scratched lenses? Or are your frames a little dated? Well, Ocala Eye is offering a sweetheart special that can solve that problem today. Now, through the end of February, Ocala Eye is celebrating Valentine's Day every day by knocking $100 off on any complete pair of frames and lenses purchased from any of Ocala Eye's 5 locations, including the Villages. Pick from hundreds of designer frames like Kate Spade, Coach, Vera Wang, Maui Jim, and more. Then apply the Ocala Eye Sweetheart Special and knock $100 off whatever the cost. And if you live in the Villages, don't miss our optical trunk show at our office on Laurel Manor Drive on Saturday, February 28th. For more information, go to ocalaeye.com. Trusted doctors and proven technology. Just another way Ocala Eye is looking out for you.
Guy Harvey Checking is now exclusively available at Gateway Bank. With Guy Harvey Checking, you will receive Gateway's premium checking account plus several other Guy Harvey Ocean Foundation features, including membership to the Guy Harvey Hammerhead Nation, free Guy Harvey t-shirt, and an exclusive Guy Harvey debit card. At Gateway Bank, we will make a $50 donation to the Guy Harvey Ocean Foundation for every new account opened. This is just one more reason why people choose Gateway Bank. Sign up today for your exclusive Guy Harvey checking account with Gateway. Details available at gatewaybankcfl.com, member FDIC.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. It's Thursday. It's cold. It's going to get colder tonight. You got a nice weekend ahead of you. Today's the day we pick the name of the person who will get 2 tickets to the Daytona 500. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of names in the box, but there are not like a billion or a million.
Yeah.
And why I'm saying that is because when you buy a lottery ticket, you pay $1. Right? And then you have a 1 in 7 million chance of winning?
Yeah.
So this, you pay nothing. You just have to call in and tell us you want your name in the box. Mm-hmm. We've even stopped doing the trivia questions. It's just a matter of you calling and telling us you want your name in the box. Mm-hmm. And at 11:45 approximately today, on Fun with Joe, we will pick one name. That one person will win those 2 tickets.
Yep, Patsy or Tish.
So here's what I want to tell you. If your name is in the box, you're in. You can only have your name in the box one time. Mm-hmm. Somebody from here, Patsy or Joe or somebody, will go through the box and make sure there's no duplicates. There's no rule saying you and your wife can't both do it. You know, or you and your son or whoever. You know. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so if you do not have your name in the box and you would like to have your name in the box, don't call on the air right now. Mm-hmm. But do call the phone number for the office line. There is nobody here to answer the phone. So you have to let it roll over to the answering machine. But this is the last day we're going to ask you to do this because at 11:45 we're going to pick a winner.
Yeah.
And those tickets are, if you didn't already hear, I think most people have heard this already, but for those who haven't, these are $340 worth of tickets. It's 2 tickets, each one worth $170. Mm-hmm. The tickets are considered good seats. They're in the, what was it called, Tower or something?
Yeah, Tower something.
They're in a nice area. They're in the good seats. They're not directly up front. Somebody, I think it was Galen Unold, was explained that they're higher up in the seating, which means you can see the whole track rather than if you're lower, I guess you can't see the whole track. I've never been there. Mm-hmm. I've been past there 1,000,000 times, but the Great American Race this Sunday, February 22nd. Weather promises to be good. By the way, Galen Unold will be doing a live broadcast.
Yep, starting
from
at 10.
The Daytona 500 from 10 till noon, he said.
Yep.
So that's kind of exciting. So be sure to tune in. I think he said he's in the infield.
Yes,
how cool is that? I've never Gosh, that would be cool.
You can fish there. There's a lake.
I know. It's supposed to be gigantic.
Huge, yeah.
I got to go just so I can see what this looks like, you know?
So you bring your vehicle in there and be able to homestead it.
The tickets will be in the Oldfield Tower section, just so you know that. And it's seats number 20 and 21 in row 39, if that means anything to you. So it's a $170 ticket times 2. You get 2 of them. Go with somebody who likes NASCAR.
Yes.
Go with somebody who likes NASCAR.
I love NASCAR.
So the phone number to call, 732-8000.
Yes.
That's it. Don't call us on the air because I can't take your name right now because we're talking.
That's right.
So 732-8000, just leave your name and your phone number. You can say it twice. Make sure you are, what do you call it when you clear? Make sure we understand you, okay?
Yes, exactly.
All right. So there you go. I'll do it again later on, but I just wanted, for these listeners, I know some of you are on your way to work, et cetera, so I wanted to get that out there. There was a cool story, and this is kind of an old story. Well, it's not really an old story. It's a newer version of an old story we heard before. But if you've never heard this is kind of cool. When you look at power lines or utility lines, if you see 5 of them, well, it looks very much like the 5 lines of a musical staff. Okay, and and there's all these birds that are out here right now. Well, where'd they all go? They were here a little while ago.
There they go.
I don't know if these are called blackbirds.
Yeah.
Hey, look, he heard me talking about them.
He did.
And he said, "Here I am, pal."
Yes, he did.
Now, why do they fluff up their wings? Is this to scare the other ones?
I think so.
Oh, look how big I am.
Yeah.
Look how big I am. You should be frightened of me.
He's claiming his territory.
Look how big I am. But the thing is, they all do that. So doesn't the one who's supposed to be scared say, "Come on, I do the same thing." But anyway, so these look, he's listening to me.
I know, isn't that something?
They're all listening to me. Look, they're coming to the window.
Came back.
I mean, they're right up against the window. You see them?
I do.
So these little blackbirds, I don't know if they're called blackbirds.
No, but
they are hearing me talk about them.
Yes,
you hear
they
this?
are.
All right.
I know, they're coming back.
So they sit on wires, as you know.
Yeah.
And when they sit on wires that are 5 wires, they look like musical notes. Okay, so there was this guy named Jarvis Agnelli. And he observed that the birds were on the wires, and this guy, Jarvis Agnelli, is a musician.
Okay.
And so he took these notes that the birds were making on the wire, the wires, the 5 wires, and he decided to see what they would sound like. So I have a bit of it here for you. I just thought this was very, very cool. Here we go. This is the sound of the music the birds are making by sitting on the wires. No way. This is so cool. Isn't that something?
That is very cool. That is very cool.
Very, very cool. I just thought I'd share that with you. And then he arranges it, of course.
Oh, sure. Like any good musician would.
Right.
That's right.
Wow, that's beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
You ever look around at the world around you and wonder if there's a lot that we're just not noticing?
Of course. This is a cool idea.
I mean, that was a very cool.
Cool.
Wow, that was beautiful.
So did he use the notes from where their toes were on the wire or in the spaces between the wire or?
Oh, I can actually answer that question.
Yeah,
Hold on. Because he shows there's a video that I'm getting this from, and it shows the bird sitting on the wire in the photograph, and then it shows the notes that he converts them to. So let's see if I can tell you the answer to your question. Hold on, I'll tell you. All spaces. He doesn't use lines at all.
Oh, okay.
He has no notes on lines, so it's all either F, A, C, E, G, or that's it. That's all he has. F, A, C, E, or G.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, all right, there we go. Just thought it was a fun thing to share with you.
Very beautiful. Congratulations.
All right, so the phone lines are open. I'm just going to tell you what the news says. You call in and tell me your thoughts on these things.
Okay.
There's a superbug. I think you heard this story. UCLA hospital officials say they can link the deaths of 2 people to a drug-resistant bacteria.
Gosh.
Now bacteria are becoming terrorists.
Yes, for sure.
Worse yet, nearly 180 other patients may have been exposed to this superbug. The hospital is contacting the patients who had endoscopic procedures between October and January.
Oh, gosh.
Offering in-home tests that they say that they can take to see if they have the bacteria. The bacteria kills up to half the people who get it.
Oh, my God.
But they say only 2 deaths, so I'm not so sure where that conclusion comes from. But anyway.
Maybe they're trying to corral it.
Jeb Bush, former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, is trying to put some distance between himself and his brother George W. He said, "I am my own man."
Yes, he is.
It's too early to tell whether Bush's strategy will differentiate himself from George W. But guess what? The average person is not a news talk listener and is not going to even know any of this stuff. All they're going to do is see the name Bush.
Exactly.
And either like him or not like him because of his name. You know how it is.
Of course. Always.
Same thing when Hillary's up for a vote. She's going to be the same way. So I promised I would stop talking when I saw the phone ringing, and there it is. Good morning. You're on the air. Thank you for calling.
Good morning, Larry and Robin. How are you?
Hey, Jim. Good.
Hey, listen, I've got 2 things, and I hope it's okay. They don't have to do with the news. First, it was that thing with the music and the birds. That was awesome.
Wasn't that great? Yeah.
That was really a pretty piece of music. And the second thing, I wanted to ask how your puppy's doing with the Dynamite.
She's doing pretty good. She's doing very good. I'll tell you the truth. My dog has, and just to recap for the listeners, my dog was, I thought, going to be dead around Thanksgiving time. We run these ads. We don't get paid for them because they're network ads, but we get these ads for the product called Dynamite, which basically, Jim, the way I understand it, it's enzymes. That's the way I understand it.
All the vitamins and stuff that they make out of the food.
Yes, that's what they say in the ad. So anyway, so I started giving it to her after I ordered it, and I'm telling you, it was like a miracle. She's still vibrant. I mean, she is frail. Don't get me wrong. She's 14 years old, and she's frail, and she's got some pretty large tumors. But the doctor says it could kill her just trying to remove them, so just leave them on there. So, I don't expect she'll live forever. But this is now the middle of February.
Yeah.
And it was about, 2/3 into November when I thought I was going to lose her. So, yeah, it's amazing.
And you really saw a difference in her with it?
Absolutely, yeah. And I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I am not endorsing them in any way. I'm just telling you. And I wrote them. Are you having trouble with your dog? Is that why you're asking?
Yeah, Beverly's got something going on with his skin. I think it was the feed that we were giving him because it was high in corn.
Oh.
And that's bad for him, evidently. So, but I wanted to, and some of the other symptoms they described too. He's got the ears and that.
Well, and just so you know, the other thing I changed was the dog's food.
Yes.
We changed his too.
The Dynamite people had this list. I don't know if you can see it. I think you can see it even without paying for the product. Mm-hmm. But they have this list where they rate different foods, and the dog food I was giving my dog was pedigree. Mm-hmm. And it was listed really poorly. It had a really poor list. So, yeah. So I got something that was, better rated or whatever. But anyway, I'm sorry, go ahead.
When it first started, we started feeding him Blue Buffalo. But that stuff's like $60 a bag.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, and my wife had some medical problems and she had to take a bunch of time off work without pay because she used up all her sick time. So we had to get the Alpo for a while, and he just went straight in the dumper. So now we've got this Publix brand has a one out they call New Balance, and it's supposed to be corn-free, gluten-free, and all that.
Yeah.
So we're trying.
Well, and Jim, I have to run, but I think the only thing I'll leave you with is this: that the other product I got from the Dynamite people was fish oil. It's just simple fish oil.
Liquid.
It was liquid, but I mean, I couldn't find liquid in the grocery store. But you can buy fish oil pills in the grocery store. Mm-hmm. And I think that helped a lot too, believe it or not. So even if you don't get the Dynamite, you could get the fish oil. Jim, I got to go. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for calling and for being concerned. All right, I need to take a little break, and I see the phone ringing. I promise everybody gets on today. Let me just push a button, and we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Mostly sunny today, windy and chilly with a high of 48 to 52. Clear and cold tonight with the wind diminishing, lows ranging from the mid-20s in some inland spots to about the freezing mark along the coast. Sunny tomorrow with a milder afternoon, high 53 to 57. For Saturday, sunshine, some clouds, and becoming warmer, the high 71 to 75. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Where did you sit when the dust settled?
Richard Petty goes back in front. They both spin. They're in the wall.
Where did you sit when the tempers flared?
And now it appears we may have a fist fight. Drivers and helmets.
Or when standing ovation took on a whole new meaning?
All the pit crews out on pit lane to salute Dale Earnhardt, who is...
Well, from where we sit, this Daytona 500 is the chance of a lifetime. Because this is your final opportunity to experience the great American race from some of the classic seats that have witnessed some of the most famous moments in racing history. And it's your first chance to say hello to the future in all new grandstands where fans will bear witness to all the legendary moments yet to come. So where will you sit this February 22nd? Don't miss your one and only chance to experience Daytona at a unique moment in history. The Daytona 500, Sunday, February 22nd. To guarantee your seats, call 1-800-PIT-SHOP or visit Daytona500.com.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line and a new spoiler and a new
Yep,
trunk.
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
All right, 10 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. The phone line is open if you want to call in on anything we've been talking about. We kind of didn't touch on much. But anyway, Tom Schmitz was just in the studio telling us that the tickets that we're giving away for the Daytona 500 are on turn 4, which is where all the action happens, right at just before the finish line.
Yeah.
And so it's really good tickets. It's a shame we only have 2 to give away, but somebody's going to get them.
Really amazing.
And if you want to get your name in the box and you don't, you got to call the office line 732-8000, and there's nobody here to answer it. Just let it roll over. Give your name and your phone number, and we'll put it in there. But you can only put it in there once. So once you're in there, you're in there. And today, 11:45 is when we pick that one winner. Good morning. Thank you for calling and for hanging in there.
Good morning. I just put my name in.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Nice.
good.
Yeah, well, I put it on the voicemail.
Oh, good. Yeah, somebody will get it later and put it in.
Hey, I was listening to the dog is it Jim? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, and our dogs have the same thing. They have skin allergies, and you got to buy them a good dog food, which I do. And I was paying $60 a bag, and then they decided they didn't like it after about 3 years. So I got lucky and found one that for $40 a bag that they like. So. And it makes a difference. But what I do is I give them 2 fish oil tablets every day, one in the morning, one at night. And also they can talk to your vet about Benadryl.
Okay.
My pit bull has horrible skin allergies where she will turn red under her arms and she'll bite her feet until they bleed. And I give her 4 Benadryl a day, believe it or not. 2 in the morning and 2 at night. And they don't affect humans. I mean, animals like they do humans. 4 Benadryl put a human out. They'll go sleep all day. But it doesn't affect her that way at all. But it clears up her skin allergies completely.
Huh. All right. Thank you, Linda.
I have to say we lost our lab on Saturday. Valentine's Day, we had to put him down.
Oh, no.
And he was, Murphy, he was my 100-pound boy. And he, about a month or 2 ago, maybe a month and a half, he was diagnosed with lymphoma. He had a tumor in his stomach. And for the last month, we fed him people food. and some dry dog food.
Right,
She
right,
cooked
right.
for him every day, made him turkey and hamburger and
Right.
chicken, and he ate like a king. And they put him on prednisone, and I thought for sure he was cured. And I'm going to tell you, if you ever want, he passed on Saturday, and it was so wonderful because all the way up until that, he was perfect. And just Saturday, he just got a little lethargic, and we took him to the vet. And if ever I wanted, to have an animal not suffer, that he never suffered,
Yeah, that's
he
true.
just didn't want to eat one day. So, and I was
It's what you
reading
don't
online
want.
before he passed that the best thing to do is put them down 5 days earlier than 5 days late, so they don't. Because it's so hard when our animals
That's a
age,
tough decision.
and get
Yeah.
sick. And
That's
boy,
a-
that was the best advice I ever had. I
Well,
didn't have to use it because
hard
he was
to-
just sick one day.
That's what I want for me, by the way. Put me down 5 days before. Yeah.
5 days early, I don't want to suffer.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really good advice, because sometimes we leave our animals too long and let them suffer.
That's true.
Because we
Yeah.
don't want to give them up.
I know.
Yeah,
It's like
well,
we have a
it's
secret.
always
We have a
hard,
secret that they're going to live forever. Yeah. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. By the way, our topic with Kaylin is embarrassing pet moments. So you're welcome to call back at that time too. All right. So let me just now, Robin, you went to the play last night. Something's afoot.
Yeah.
So I promised I would talk about that real quickly. We're not really doing much political stuff anyway, but you can call in and talk about it. Obama warns against profiling, surveillance, and anti-terror speech. That was the big news this morning. If you want to talk about that, I actually think he's right. I mean, I don't know that I agree with a lot of the decisions or a lot of the policies, but I really think we as people need to stop deciding that we know somebody's heart just because of their label.
Yeah.
It's kind of the way I feel. I don't really think that the label, especially if you know people. I mean, unless the label is such a horrendous label, But anyway,
Yeah. Well, he's right in that about the profiling, but we have to look at the big picture, and we have to go after the group itself. That's the bad.
The killers.
Part of that.
Look. When you find out that a bad guy, is your race, your religion, and everything else, you never associate those labels with his behavior.
Right.
You say, "Oh, he's one of the bad ones." But when there's a bad guy and he happens to be a different race, a different religion, a different nationality, all of a sudden you connect those three things with whatever label he has with the bad behavior. Now, it is true if it's a nation, which is what I don't understand about the whole ISIS situation. If ISIS in ISIL, whatever it's called, is growing, that means there's money. That means somebody's behind it, because these guys signing up to do these horrendous things, they're not doing it because, maybe some of them are, but most of them are saying, "Oh gosh, I'm not making any money. I can't feed my family. Let me join this army here,
right?
And do these horrendous things." Yeah,
that's right. They're getting paid.
Somebody has some money somewhere. Like normally, like with the Nazis, there was a government paying the soldiers.
Right.
So with ISIS, there's got to be some kind of a governing body that is paying them. How is it possible that we can't figure this out and just stop that money and stop those people from getting paid? And guess what they're going to do? They're going to go back and they're going to farm, or they're not going to be beheading people. They'll be beheading chickens.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly. I mean, how can we not know where any of these guys are?
But I do think whether the president said it or the Pope said it or the pastor in your local church said it or anybody, we've learned this lesson over and over in our world, that you don't tell somebody they're bad just because they're black. You don't tell somebody they're bad just because they happen to be Muslim, or because they happen to be Native American, or because they happen to be young or old,
right, or
fat.
Exactly.
No label ever makes. I mean, there might be some exceptions, but all right. Good morning. You're on the air. Boy, I didn't even get to that play, did
I? My parents always told me you don't judge a book by its cover.
Absolutely, yeah. Gosh, I thought you were going to argue with me.
I've worked with different people from different cultures and races all my life, and the good ones are the good ones, and the bad ones are the bad ones. And I've met way more good people than bad people.
Thank you. Exactly. Boy, I sure thought you were going to argue with me, Jim. Respectfully,
why
I'm
would
sure.
I argue? I mean, that's good advice.
Yeah. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that.
Okay. Bye.
And with Jim's profession, he met people from all walks of life.
Well, with all of us, I mean, we all live together. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
That's right, exactly. I mean, we shouldn't.
America is, I hate to say it because it's cliche, it sounds corny, but we are the shining light on the hill. We are. We are the place that we've had our share of mistakes, but hello, when we see a mistake, guess what we do? Mm-hmm. We have people who stand up like Martin Luther King and say, you got something wrong here.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a whole group of people who are not being treated the way the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence spelled it out. Mm-hmm. We got to fix that. And women, we fixed it for women. Women weren't voting, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so many and kids who happen to be attracted to their own sex were committing suicide because we were treating them poorly.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
So there's so many things that we fixed in this country so that we can all live and understand and respect one another. Now, we don't all do that. There's a lot of us who are still knuckleheads, and we continue.
Yeah. But a lot of people, everyone still has to start speaking out, though, and I think that's why that group is being targeted. You know, that particular religion, because they're not really stepping up to the plate and speaking out about this. I think that's probably one of the issues.
And that's a fair argument. Yeah, that is something I've often wondered about too. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Well, I do agree. If this country actually did live by Martin Luther King Jr.'s principles, we would have very little problems. The problem is Obama and Eric Holder do not live by Martin Luther King's principles. Actually, Obama lives by Reverend Wright's principles, and if you've ever listened to any of Reverend Wright's
and I don't disagree.
Speeches, all he does is talk about hate, and mostly hate against white people. Not all white people are bad. A lot of white people went with the Underground Railroad and end up dying in the marches to Selma and all these other places. So Obama and them, they talk a good game on TV because they're like preachers. They know how to motivate people's emotions.
There's nothing unfair about what you're saying. No, there's nothing unfair, nor much of that I disagree with on that. And so, but thank you for the call. We're up against the clock, but real quickly, my last thought on this is that that's right. But I'm talking about the principle, not the person making the statement.
Right.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Contaminated medical instruments blamed for triggering a deadly hospital superbug outbreak in Los Angeles.
So far, doctors have discovered 7 people have been infected, 2 people have died. UCLA says it immediately notified public health authorities. The contaminated endoscopes were used to treat cancers and other digestive problems. It is called CRE, which stands for carbapenem-resistant enterobacteriaceae. CRE is immune to most antibiotics.
Gina Silva with Fox TV affiliate KTTV in LA. According to the CDC,
most healthy people are not at risk, but those who are at risk are in hospitals, on breathing machines, or have catheters or IVs.
People with peanut allergies warned to avoid cumin spice and products that contain it. Several shipments of the spice tested positive for peanuts not listed on the label. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from FoxNews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
It's the end of the fiscal year, and that means budget cuts and number crunching. Now's the time of the year you're evaluating your expenses, planning your budget, and finding ways to save money and increase efficiency to maximize profits. Dex Imaging understands and delivers. Call Dex Imaging today for a free document management evaluation. Cutting your office expenses is as easy as calling Dex Imaging, 352-266-0333. Start saving money today and increase your bottom line with Dex Imaging. Printers, copiers, and fax machines that increase office productivity and save you money. No one understands your bottom line better. Call Dex Imaging today, 352-266-0333, or check them out on the web at deximaging.com. That's DEXimaging.com. Or call 352-266-0333 for your free document management evaluation today.
You can have work done on your vehicle anywhere, but why would you? Maybe they correctly determine the problem and suggest the proper service. There's a chance they won't. Eliminate that chance by bringing your vehicle to Ford Lincoln of Ocala or Village Ford of Bellevue. The professionally trained, factory-certified team understands